Hello there, and welcome to the first episode of what should be known as the Catboy Rants. Just something I've put together about some of the things I've actually come up with, little thoughts that go through my head, and some other little things. You might notice that this is in lieu of a comic for Fridays. That's something I'm planning on doing from now on, just to get something off my head, off my chest. Sometimes just out of my head, because it's something I've been thinking about way too much. For those of you who've actually seen one of the rants before, it happened, I believe, at one of the, at SakuraCon. KamuriCon. I think it was 2000 and either 10 or 2009. Went to a convention there, had a little rant about Pokemon, which someone was videotaping, put it on the internet, and people seemed to like it, so this is something I'm going to go ahead and start doing right now. Just a little tidbit of information. I don't know how long we'll be going for, I don't know how long you'll be watching, but just for those of you who want to know, my name is Kenneth, or those of you who don't know, check out the website at trades.comicgenesis.com, or just Google it at Catboy at the Car. You'll find it right there. We're going for a good 7 years. There have been some hiatuses in between, but just want to let you know that it's always there. I'm always working on it, always going ahead and looking for new readers. So go ahead and check it out. One of the first things I'd like to go over is just something that I've kind of touched on in the past, and that is kind of a bit of Pokemon. Those of you who have lived in a cave for the last several decades, well, 10 years, not several decades, because some of us have been playing this since we've been 10. Those of you who have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bunch of 10, bunch of 11, little kids running around the forest catching live animals in little tiny balls. Seems a little crazy. I mean, that's like survival of the fittest. Think about what you'd be doing right now. A lot of us who are now adults, who have kids of our own, think about that. You send them off to school, they come back 10 years old, they say, "Mom, Dad, I'm 10 years old, what am I going to do?" And you say, "Here's your little Pokedex, here's some balls, here's $5, go out there and catch yourself some mice." Seems a little crazy. A little bit more than a little crazy. But still, people are doing this in this game. Now, I wonder why. I mean, I understand. It's a game. You gotta go out, you gotta catch them all. Catch them all, you gain popularity. I mean, that's fine. But the thing is, it's a giant dogfight is all it is. Really, look at it. You've got mice types, you got ghost types, you've got all these animals, and then you've got psychic types, you've got creatures of elements, you've got everything. But why? Massive dogfight. And the economy runs on this entire dogfight. Little kids running around, getting into dogfights with animals and creatures and ghosts and what have you. Elements, godlike beings, who can basically just create and destroy universes. What the heck, man? What the heck? You can't do that with kids. Think about it. Think about when we were 10 years old. Would you be allowed with that kind of power? We're not even allowed to go ahead and ride the lawnmower. We're not going to be able to go ahead and go out there and deal with that kind of power. Hell, most of us young boys, they'd ask us, which would you rather do? Would you rather go look at boobies? Or would you like to go ahead and save the world? And I know a lot of you out there are saying, well, I'll go ahead and save the world. You are liars. Liars. So, Pokemon. I remember starting out with the original, on the original Game Boy. It was red and blue. Went out, you get to choose. You had 3 of them. You had Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. Choose one of the 3. Go out there, catch more and more and more, till finally, you are the winner of the contests and you have all this money, which is basically just there to create more money for people to just do more Pokemon stuff. Why? More Pokemon. I mean, kind of funny when you look at it. But it's why that's my main point. It's why the little kids, why are them running around doing this stuff with the Pokemon? Why training? I mean, that, and of course you got Team Rocket, which their whole thing. I mean, they seem like the good guys to me. Think about it. You see what I mean? All they do is they go out, they're catching these Pokemon, and you notice most of these people that are out there are over the age of 10. They look, at least they look like. I know a lot of you are saying, well, if you read the manga, they're actually... No. It's the same thing with Sailor Moon. You look at it, it's like, look, Darian's in high school, Serena's in middle school. It's all right. When you look at the manga, he's in college, she's a beginner in high school. That would have not been looked very kindly upon in today's society. Granted, much better love story than Twilight. It's just one of those things that you just wonder. I mean, I wonder it myself. I mean, why would they do that? Why with the little kids? Well, episode 1 kind of really sucks. I think it's because when I did the original rant, I had a lot of steam, drank down a whole bunch of Rockstar energy drinks, and I was living on close to no sleep. So, yeah. But, you know what? That's alright. Episode 2, next week. Go ahead and talk a little bit more about something else. Got any suggestions? Leave them in the comments below. If you are blind, you notice this is on YouTube. I mean, hell, everything's on YouTube nowadays. But go ahead, put the comments down there. Let me know what you think. We'll go ahead and continue on. See you next week.
3 hams will certainly kill him. 3 hams.
3 hams will kill him. 3 hams will kill